Forex Fortune Hunters, Tom Wilmot. Welcome back. We've been looking at our template called the Double Whammy with a chandelier stop indicator and the Trend Magic indicator. Over the last several days, we can see here that the pound, and in another chart we'll see the euro, have been getting hammered to the downside against not only the yen, but the US dollar as well. Let's talk about what would really be a legitimate turnaround. You can see here on this 5-minute chart that both of our indicators turned white. We want to see whether this is legit or not. So hold on to your hats. We'll get started right after this. Okay, you can see on this particular chart, as we mentioned, that it is the pound-yen currency pair that we're trading in this particular instance. And here we have our indicator that suggests it's 7 a.m. Boston, New York time, then the opening of the U.S. market. And we saw a little bit of pullback in the 7 to 9 o'clock hour, and then a continued down thrust here on the 5-minute chart for the pound yen. We can back it up too. Let's back up here and just see what happens. And you can see that overnight we had a significant drop. We had a drop even at the beginning of the day, which was last evening. And this line for Forex.com comes about 8 o'clock in the evening. In any case, the key issue here is we recall that this is the Zealander Flytrap Trading Systems signal line that's created when we have a rollover of the 12 and 24 EMA. And this indicator here, this blue arrow, suggests that the 12 EMA has now dropped below where the line exists, and that's a confirmation of the signal. So you can see here that we pull back into the bands after that on the 5-minute chart, and then we're off to the races to the downside again. So your stop and your risk reward are optimized in this general area. You can see that even though this particular candle closed above the signal line, we still had a little bit of room up to the chandelier 5 pips, and so there's really nothing here that's a problem for us. So off we go to the races, as I said, and even from this particular point here, we have a significant drop in the overnight time frame of 61 pips on this pair. Now the real question is this particular reversal legit? That's what we ask ourselves at the beginning of this video. And here's the trick I have for you. I won't trade one of these situations for 2 reasons. Number one, we do not yet have an up arrow on this particular indicator line, and although the dots are difficult to see here, we can see that the Zealander signal line is forming in this area. Number two, and let's see if we can find another instance of that. Yes, right here. See, this would be the case if we'd had that, and then we did have this little uplift, and that's a tradable trade actually even in the midnight hour there last night. 14 pips is at least a decent scalp. But let's come back over here. We do not yet have the arrow for us, so that's one of the issues that I face. And that the second issue is as follows, and this is the real trick. I typically will not take a trade unless I have the highest time frame next to me. The higher level time frame next to me is in accordance. So although this is indicating that perhaps we're going to have a turnaround, it hasn't happened yet. So let's go to the 15-minute and just show you what I'm saying. You can see that right here, that same trade that came up actually touched the Trend Magic on the 15-minute chart. And as a result of that, we don't really have an opportunity yet. And we're very likely to get a pullback. Now, we may end up pushing up through this level, but given the overnight thrust to the downside, I would want to wait to take that signal until we had a 15-minute confirmation. At the very least, I would be very careful entering that 5-minute trade, simply because you can't rule out the fact that you're going to get a quick rollover here. Now, it's conceivable it will hold at this particular level from before, and we could see some kind of a head and shoulders pattern developing here. We could come back up, test. We could go higher and then come back and test. But my basic thrust on this video for you is that the downside may not yet be over. So be cautious on these trades. Do look at the next higher level time frame just to confirm that you have a viable entry. That's it for today. Please check us out again. Subscribe to our channel, like our videos, leave a comment and let us know what you think, and then we'll be on our best behavior and give you the best material next time out. Also, please check fxfortunehunter.com and we'll give you some indication of how we build our templates as well as our blog posts that hopefully will make you an even more profitable Forex trader. See you next time.